Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. In 10.1.5, Warlocks gain a new quest. Is this quest even close to replicating the majesty, the glory, the fantastic, in my opinion at least, Green Fire questline? Well, we are going to jump onto the PTR and see whether it lives up to the legacy of the Warlock. No pressure there then. So let's get into it. So here we are in fantastic Orgrimmar, in what, to be fair, is replicating the heat that's currently outside my room. And apologies if you can hear a slight clicking noise in the background. That's my fan going on. If I switch it off, I will literally melt. So first up, we need to head into the Cleft of Shadows. And apparently there's somebody we're going to meet here. And by the way, I like the new funky... I don't know whether that's because it's a special questline or something, the new icon we're getting with the purple triangle. I don't know, but I like it. Alright, so... dude over here. That carriage, man. Please make that amount. Look, it's even got fell steeds on it. Liz, can we make this amount? Is that something we can do? Okay, I'm going to leave the quest chat log, the quest text on the screen, so if you guys want to read it, it's there for you. I'm not going to go through it all. We're just going to crack on. And yes, because it's way too hot to do anything. So, basically, we have been summoned to the Cleft of Shadows. If you're Alliance, obviously that's going to be different. And we're being summoned by some mysterious Madame of Shadows. Yes, this matron who wants to see the Warlocks and maybe give us a special treat, but we shall have to see how that progresses with regards to the quest chain. Anyway, we're going to jump on the carriage, which I still say, please Blizzard, I don't even care if it's a store mount, make this so that we can just jump on it and ride it and our friends can get in the back, like the jellyfish mount. That would be fantastic. So yes, through the power of editing, we are now here. She wishes to meet us in the Darkmoon Fair, which is fine. I love the Darkmoon Fair. Apparently it's been taken over by the Warlocks for a private function, which is, you know, nice. Okay, are we going to have time to ride the roller coaster? Don't know. Are we going to have Warlocky type things? We should find out. Let's wait and actually see what's okay. Apparently there's Felsty pony rides, which is nice. That's pleasant. Everything else seems to be pretty normal. But yeah, Blizzard, make this mount. Make this amount, please. Thank you. Anyway. So, okay, all of this... Oh, I mean, there's some imps and stuff walking around. There's a brontosaur. Is that brontosaur normally there? I don't know. I very rarely visit the... Okay, that's a bit different. Or at least having her standing there shouting at people is a bit different. So this is our mysterious benefactor, shall we call it? Okay. Now, I will say this, and I'm going to give it a go. Don't worry, I will try it. And I think on live I could kill it. I'm 414, I want to say, item level on PTR. Obviously I haven't got my keybinds. If you can kill the big fell beast in the back, big courthound, you will actually gain a new appearance for one of your imps. I've gotten this down to about 10% on PTR. And I'm pretty sure on live with pots and everything else, it could definitely be easily killable. But yeah, I didn't manage to kill it, but we shall still give it a go. We'll still try and see how it exactly works out. So the idea is we're going to accuse her of being a demon, or being certainly up to some skullduggery, because there's a lot of demons around. Things are a little sus. Is it as it seems? Did you really, out of the kindness of your heart, rent this entire facility, rent the Darkmoon Fair just for us to go and play about on the roller coaster and, I don't know, get our wings and catapult ourselves into the ocean? Is that really just for our benefit? But we're going to go talk to the other Warlocks. We will come back and do the doggery in a minute. And I promise to do that. But yeah, let's click on our friends here. So basically the gist of this, the reason this has come about, this quest, is A, we have new customization for pets if you're a Warlock, which is way overdue in my opinion. It's been... I have sat jealously looking at hunters who get new pets all the time, spirit pets. Just every expansion has obviously new beasts that they can tame. Warlocks have had the same thing for a while now. part 2 of that is the Warlock is now being opened up to all races. So basically, whatever race you want to play, it can now be a Warlock. I would like to see that for more classes, and I think it will do. And I do hope that when that happens, there's going to be more quest lines like this. So when eventually it's all opened up to paladins, things like that, hopefully we'll get a quest line that's similar to this, where you get a little bit of flavour for that class, and you know, some goodies. So yes, so we're talking to this up, and basically the reasons behind why they decided to go the path of the Warlock. Because obviously for a lot of these classes, it's a lot of these races it's counterintuitive to them as a race. Why would they want to be part of this? Like this is a Lightforged Draenei. Why on earth would they wish to become a Warlock? But they do actually give you some backstory, a little bit of reasoning behind it. I won't spoil it all. Obviously, things may change. This is me doing this on PTR. But yeah, so we just had the Tauren. That was the Lightforged Draenei, and then I think we have the Night Elves next. And they're basically going to give us their bit of backstory, and then finally we are all done. But I will say I like it. It's a little bit of flavour, a little bit of something. We will meet some other interesting characters, which I do like.
What can I do
not just yet. Apparently we're going to talk to this guy while he's queuing for the toilet. It seems a little rude and disrespectful. Normally it's a sacred thing. Just leave people be when they're queuing for a toilet. They don't always want to be bothered by others. But we're Warlocks and we don't give a damn about being polite. If you ever go on the Warlock forums, you can see that's the case. We often moan about even the slightest inconvenience to us. So yes, this one has a Brontosaurus mount. Nice for you. Zandalari Troll. What is your reasoning for being here? Let's find out. And then next up, after this, we have probably my favourite new addition to the team. Don't get too attached, no spoilers. But yeah, probably my favourite addition to our Warlock team. Which I've been playing the Division a lot with a friend of mine, and this guy reminds me so much of the Coyote Mask in the Division. So yeah, we're talking to our Goblin pal here. He's like, "Hey, what up, buddy? We're not doing nothing here. We're just trying to get some food while we're messing with explosives." But yes, we have a panda, and I don't think you can see it very well on the screen right now. I'll try and adjust it there. A panda, which is why they're making noises, with a gas mask on. A pair of trousers and a gas mask. I'm a Warlock. I've done some weird stuff myself. I'm not going to shame anyone. But back to Madame. Yes, the crew is assembling. So we can finally start whatever party Madame of Shadows has arranged for us. Hopefully, it's the roller coaster. Maybe it's a coconut shy. Maybe it's the thumper-dump tanks. Maybe it's the carousel. We're just going to ride the carousel. I don't know. We're going to find out. Next quest. Ooh, yeah, no, let's do this. Okay. So basically, this is we can leave it, or we can push. We can say, no, I don't actually trust you at all. So then you get a warning saying, are you sure you want to do this? It's going to have bad consequences for you. So of course we're going to say yes, and then you are faced with her little pet. Yeah, who has 2 million health. And as I say, I messed this up a lot. It's on PTR. Whatever. I think this is easily killable with a decent level character. I want to say my Warlock now is 220 something, 228 maybe. I don't know if it's that high, but on live, easily it's going to be killable. But yeah, I tried all sorts. I ended up going with like a tank pet, and I didn't have Fell Domination in the right place. And yeah. Basically, this is going to munch me in a second, and when it bites you as an individual, it does a ton of damage. It still chunks your pets, but it doesn't do quite as much. But there we go. And it goes back to sleep. But yeah, I'd say it's easy killable. And as I say, when you do, you actually get a little special customization for your imps, which I really like. I think that's a cool little thing. But we are going to come and... What are you doing, Grim? There we go. Yeah, you have to actually talk to, as you can see, I have fatigue, because you actually have to talk to the spirit woman, and she'll let you come back to life, which is nice. Anyway, We'll ignore the fact that I actually did a couple of goes of that. But I got it, as I say, down to about 10-15% on my best try. But anyway, back to the quest line. Which, okay, we are going to basically imbue our new friends with soul stones. But not their own. We're not going to teach them how to create soul stones. No, 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 no. Instead, we're going to give them Madame's soulstone, which is, by the way, if you're doing this quest, you will see actually when I go near, there's an extra action button, but it's literally laying on top of where my Burning Rush spell is. So I'm going to go and cast my own soulstone on them. That's not a good move. I'm going to say that now. You can see there that right over my Burning Rush is the button. And I was trying to work out, what the hell am I doing wrong? Yeah, you have to use the extra action button. Not great. Again, just being on PTR, not having my own UI set up, whatever. Didn't think anything of it until we have to go and find our friend Omar, who is contemplating the offer that's been put before. And whether it's actually worth doing. Whether it's worth being bound to the Madame of Shadows. Because obviously they're not being taught how to use their own soul stones, they are being given hers. Which is somewhat suspicious. Which is fine. We shall see where that leads for them. But we do need to go and see our friend, who is the last one standing, and see what's up with Oman. Let's mount up. And yes, he is just happily sitting at the docks, relaxing, just contemplating all that has happened. End of the day, he's a Lightforged Draenei. Which I'm not sure how... Okay, here's the thing. If you are an Alliance player, certainly someone that knows the lore and has any idea... This guy talks about the Exodar and all the various other ships of the Draenei that have crashed. But are they the same as Lightforged Draenei? How do Lightforged Draenei and Draenei differ? I know, obviously, the Lightforged ones were serving in the war against Sargeras, but were they rescued separately from the ones that Matey Boy ran off with and crashed into various planets? It wasn't a great pilot, let's be honest. It's only when I was reading this quest line, I was reading Oman stuff, I was like, hang on a minute, when exactly do they... How does that work? Where do the Lightforged and the Draenei separate? Also, because he doesn't want her soulstone, he wants our soulstone, so he can resurrect if need be. I have now put mine on a 10-minute cooldown. So, yeah. As I say, here's my advice. If you are going to do this questline, which I recommend you do, don't use your own soulstone. Instead, make sure you actually do what the quest says. So there we go. Timer's over. Now we can give him our soulstone and carry on our merry way. No worries, buddy. You just have given me your soul, which, as this is my Warlock, that's not a very clever thing to do. And yeah, PTR be PDR, and it's being a pain and won't let you click on things. That happens. That's fine. Don't worry, we're in for a doozy later on. So yes, we are done. A wolf demon among sheep.
Safe journey.
Now, what are we doing? So we need to use basically her soulstone still. There's one spare. Sadly, Radicus, you're being picked for this one. So there we go. We've used her soulstone on a rat, which means she won't be suspicious why we have an extra soulstone laying about. Okay, so back we go. So our party is gathered. We have all of our troop, those that remain. We have our friend Oman, who now has our soulstone on him. So what does Madame wish to do now? I'm going to guess we're probably going to get our first taste of Warlockiness. We've used soulstones. What else have we got? I mean, we've got gates we can use. We've got our curses. We've got summoning. We've got all that good stuff. So my guess is that's what's up next. Is kind of a little bit of Warlock flavour. which, you know, I'm all down for. What I was a bit disappointed with is that they just made these spells an extra action button, which is a bit disappointing. Like, for instance, I get her soul stone, putting that on somebody with an extra action button, that's fine. But then having our own soul stone just being an extra action button, kind of, nah. So hoping the other bits and pieces aren't like that. Okay, so we are going into the fair, finally. Finally we get to ride on the merry-go-round, the Tonka Tanks, or the roller coaster, or the wings. I don't mind any of them, or all of them. I'm fine with whatever we're going to do. Can we try out the food area, maybe? That'd be good. So this is exactly what I was talking about. I was like, oh, I'm going to need to put, because we have curses up next, I'm going to need to put all the curses on my bar, so I can use them and help practice and train with... No, you need to go through the tent grid. That's it. Come on, you can do this. Use that. Dismount. There you go. You're not the greatest warlock, are you? Come on. But instead, when we talk to this one, it's like, you need to use your power. You just speak to them, teach them, and they do it. So we don't even get to use our own curses. You know, to show them, oh, this is how you do this. No. So we had an extra action button, and then we're just telling them how the spell works. I get it. At this point, we're meant to be highly decorated, prestigious warlocks, or whatever you want to call it. And there we go. We've been summoned. So that's why there's only a handful of them here, because our man was supposedly learning the summoning spell, or learning how to summon people. So hence why we were then snapped here. And I was like, sorry about that. I hope you weren't in the middle of something. It's fine, dude. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So we have our first proper outing. We're going to leave the Darkmoon Fair now. We've all gathered. Our party has been learning different things. The idea now is to head forth and actually bind and summon a demon. Yes, these initiates are stepping up. They're going to the next level. They're actually going to try and bind a demon. That's part of what they've been taught. So they have already gone through the portal. Marn's a bit skeptical. He's not entirely sure, but fine. We're going to find out what's going on, because he's not sure about this. He's like, look, before I go through the portal, you just go and do a scouting mission. Again, Eye Kilrog is an extraction button. That's a shame, because I would find just using the Eye of Kilrog. I know I've got the spell, but whatever. So yes, here we go. We're going to learn the truth. Yes, mistress. That fool Grimlock suspects nothing. Of course, mistress. To the souls of the fledgling warlocks from across Azeroth and beyond, do we mind to do as they please? Ripped apart by howling demons, I showed them how to summon demons, yes, but contain them? Whoopsie, whoopsie. Then revenge on the warlocks and this pitiful planet of mine, and the gifts, mistress. Fool human, your gift is death. Yeah. Turns out, I know, shock horror, that the Madam of Shadows is actually a bit of a naughty one. Who'd have thought it with a name like that? Anyway, so there we go. So we now know the truth of it. Sadly, that means that we were not there, as our friends have gone through the portal to summon demons that they do not know how to control. That can only go well, I'm sure. So yes, we are off to the Eastern Kingdoms, where we are going to discover what has befallen our friends. Which is, I'm sure, going to be good stuff. But that portal though is awesome. I love the way that clunks in and then like connects up. Also, little tip here, by the way. You can actually, this is Azeroth. This is normal, everyday Azeroth. If you want, you can mount up and you can fly direct to the platform. You don't actually have to kill any of this. Yeah. My bad. I didn't even think about it until later on. I was like, hang on a minute. Aren't we in Azeroth? Yeah. There we go. But we get to kill some imps and find out what's befallen our friends. Although, to be fair, maybe if I was quicker, I could have saved them, but you can't. Because, as you can see, just on the bridge, there is a green, smouldering pile of something. No, it's not King Rin. Ooh, got too soon, I apologise. Although, to be fair, I was so gutted when Dream died, because he was one of my favourite characters. He actually had, like, multiple facets to him, and was an interesting character. But, and at the time, Anduin was not particularly interesting. He's slowly getting more interesting, slowly doing more with him. So here we go, we have demons to slain. And find out what happened. Basically, that green burning goo pile is what happened to not great. Such is life. This is the life of a fledgling warlock. You know, the first time you go and bind a demon, or the first time you summon a demon into this plane, and then attempt to bind them. Yes, by the way, extra action button, I did not see it. So I'm going to kill this thing, and then I'm going to think, oh, do I have to kill other things on the platform so she'll die? No, you actually just have to use your warlock ability, and they've made it an extra action button. But you can see it's dead center on my screen. I did not see it, because my eyes were not looking down there. So, yeah, I'm just going to kill these for the hell of it, and to drag this out even longer. So, to the dear viewer, I apologise. Yeah. Eventually I will notice, I'm going to keep hitting it, and then I'll be like, oh, yeah, I meant to be doing that. It's going to take a while. Yeah. Let's all just sit I make guides on YouTube. Can you imagine that? Yeah. Oh, there we go. We've done it. Yay. Well done, Grim. Yeah. Nope. You want to move the extraction button, Grim. But you're not going to bother, are you? And is that going to come and bite you later? Probably is. So, yeah. I would suggest... I mean, obviously... No, exit. There we go. See, I didn't do it. Didn't even save it. Remember, people. Guides on YouTube. Yeah. This is the bit people normally cut out of their videos, but I thought, hey, I'm going to show it to you as it is. So this is unfortunately our goopy friend who's, you know, seen better days. Come on, buddy. So everybody else has had their souls. Obviously, when they died, they were using their soul stones, but their soul stones were not ones that we had given them. So our man is fine. He was able to come back to life. The others, unfortunately, their souls were ripped apart and drawn into the Madama Shadows. Yeah, not great. Also, I will say this. Do not go back through the portal at this stage. There is no need. So here you go. We're going to get an Armoured Imp. We're going to get the Grimoire. But yeah, you do not need to go back through the portal. In fact, you just need to fly south to the Blasted Lands. So yeah, do not go back through the portal. Which... Again, I make guides. I actually did. I went back through the portal and then wondered why I was nowhere near the quest. So, yeah. Luckily, these portals do actually stay. I'm not sure for how long. I'm not sure until you finish the quest line. Anyway, we've flown south. We're in the Blasted Lands. We are now facing our nemesis, and this is about to get fun. So here we go. It's finally time to lay the smack down. To get some revenge upon our poor friends, poor gas mask panda. Yes, it is none other than Lordy Pants. I can't remember his name. Lord Banehollow, that's it. Who's from Classic Grim? You should remember that. And if you remember Banehollow from back in Classic, when you had to get your Dreadsteed mount, it had a habit of bugging out. It was not the best quest line ever, shall we say. We're about to kill him finally now. And in fact, there's our friend. Our man has turned up, ready to aid us in our destruction of... Okay. Alright then. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, and unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually as far as we got, because it constantly bugs out. This, for some reason, you cannot kill the Lord. I did look to see if there was an extra action button I had to press. I looked to see if there was crystals I was meant to destroy, if there was something that I was meant to do that I wasn't doing. So here we go, I tried again, I went back. By the way, if that does happen to you when this goes live, I did put a bug report in as well. But if this happens to you, you don't need to go to Darkmoon Fair or anything like that. Just abandon the quest, then fly back to the burning steps, and then you'll be all good. You can see, hopefully about to kill him. Omar turns up again. Then Omar's like, do you know what? I'm not feeling it today. I'm actually just going to go back to the Exodar and just maybe relax, just chill. I'm not feeling killing this giant demon thing. I'm like, Omar, do you want to help? Do you want to do something? No. So my guess is maybe there's going to be some sort of AoE pulse. There's going to be something that happens. We have to stand behind that crate because it's very sinisterly just sat there. Or maybe we let an imp out and that imp's like, hey, I'll join you and be your customization. Don't know. Have no clue because this is as far as I can get. Of course, when this finally goes live, I will do it. We'll complete it. We'll kill her damn Felhound pet thing because that's annoyed the hell out of me. But yeah, I tried this over and over and over again for several days. I've tried this for a couple of days, and that's why there was no video yesterday, because I was doing this all day to try and find some reason that it was bugging out, something I was doing wrong. I was waiting to see if I could leave it for longer, but nothing I did were ready to kill the ads before I killed him. Who knows? But as I say, this seems fitting currently because, yeah, Lord Banehollow was an absolute pain and bugged out a lot in Classic, or that whole quest line, to be fair, bugged out a lot. So it seems kind of fitting. The first time I try it on the PTR, it immediately bugs out and doesn't do anything. Now this can, by the way, be done. Oh, rumour has it, people have done it. So I've tried this now on, I have 4 Warlocks. I've tried this now on a number of Warlocks. I cannot get past this point. Whether this is something that Blizzard have added recently, I don't know. But it is a huge pain. But yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the quest chain for the Warlocks. It apparently ends somewhat anticlimactically, but for by and large, it's a fine quest. It's not anywhere near the Greenfire questline, which is one of my favourite quests I've ever done in WoW, full stop. It is a great story. It was really fun. It was actually still difficult, even though I did it a little bit after when it came out. This is none of those things. I mean, it's nice to have a little bit of, especially for a class that I love, to have a little bit of a special quest line, but don't expect anything too amazing. You're only going to really do it so that you can get the customizations, and that's it. If, by the way, you don't know how to get the Greenfire questline because you're new to Warlocks, I will leave a link in the description down below. One, to a guide where you can, how you can get it, where you can get the book from, because it's also a great gold maker. And 2, I will also leave a full run through of where on New Year's Eve, through the stroke of midnight, I actually did the Greenfire questline. But that, I think, ladies and gentlemen, is enough from me. This guy is going nowhere. I'm going nowhere. We're just going to stand here till finally I can kill him. But until that point, stay safe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Ladies.